Live. Hello, everybody. How are you all? I've just made my first coffee of the day. You know, this lockdown thing, this lockdown, stay at home thing is challenging in so many different ways, isn't it? But this morning, my biggest challenge has been not to stuff my face, because I've got multiple packets of biscuits. I would never have multiple packets of biscuits, but I had to get a load because I'm doing a whole load of recipes for the channel. And I really am battling with the idea of just sitting down with a massive cup of coffee, a whole packet of biscuits, and devouring the lot. Biscuits are my weakness, I have to say. I love biscuits. I love cake. It's always cake o'clock as far as I'm concerned. Morning, everybody. How are we all? Kids are starting to get poorly as we haven't been out. Kids are starting to get poorly as we... Kids are starting to get poorly. Oh, because you haven't been out. God, guys, we've got so much we've got to deal with, haven't we? Because there's all that as well. I mean, I don't know how much more they can restrict people going out for... you know, for exercise, but it seems like they're going to, doesn't it? It seems like they're going to be even stricter with the parks. Oh, well, we will pull through because we have to, because we have no choice. Morning from Norway, Ord Irene Ranning. Good morning. Good morning, Bethan Jones, Deb Davis, Alice Pettit. Spark of Joy, lovely long dog walk followed by morning coffee. Perfect. Is Mark still having a stroke, says Josh Dobbs. Now, if you're wondering why Josh Dobbs has asked this, is last night we had a very funny live at 10 o'clock last night. I think we all lost it a bit, and we were doing silly drunk singing, and Mark did pub singing. There he is. Can anyone guess what Mark is doing? Who's the first one to guess what Mark's doing? Oh, announced no exercise, just food essentials. They're not. Tired mummy. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are going to say that. We've just seen Boris's letter. Editing the Sunday show. That's exactly right, Chelsea Lorraine. We've just seen the letter in the paper that everybody, 30 million of us are going to get. I don't know why it's only 30 million when there's... What's our population? 50 million? 50 million? Why are only 30 million people? I suppose those are kids getting... sorry, I'm just putting my milk away. We just read the letter and it didn't say that you couldn't exercise. So Boris has written this long pleading letter to the nation saying we can get a handle of this as long as we just stay in. Same old thing. I'm going to spend the isolation sorting my garden out. Yeah, what are you all doing? What are your plans on how you're going to spend your isolation? Oh, feeling the boredom, JD. What can you do? What can you do? What could you do that you've never done before? Or that you've wanted to do? What could you do? What's everyone planning to do? Kerry St. Entwistle, I'm praying this doesn't go on for longer than a month. I can't cope. I think we're all praying for that. Oh no, Suzanne Stone, that's agony. Kidney stones? Oh shit. Oh, kidney stones. Claire Elford, struggling already today. I just want it over. Claire Elford, can you go out for a really long walk? Can you just get your shoes on, just get out the front door right now and just walk? Just walk it out. Just get it out. Maybe put some music on. Maybe make a new playlist. Maybe listen to tunes that you'd never listened to before, that you've forgotten about. We had a bit of that last night on that live when we were doing pub singing. Remembering tunes that we'd sort of forgotten about. Di, could you open the door for Toffs? Thanks. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Tired Mummy. Hey, Jacqueline. I know, Tired Mummy, it's so hard, isn't it, to get any shopping slots. My husband's anxiety and depression is so bad at the moment, so I'm feeling like a single mum having to keep my son out of his way. Oh, God. Beth, that's hard. That's hard. Jeez. Have you checked out Anxiety UK website? It's they're offering free online counselling and groups, and I really, really recommend it. I don't know them. Mark knows them well. Mark knows the I don't know what we describe her, the CEO of it, Mark, or the anyway, Anxiety UK. Go on there and see if you can get some help. See if you can speak to a counsellor. See if you can get some support, because that's a lot. You're dealing with his depression plus keeping your child out of the way. That's just exhausting. You need some support. Oh God, Becca Hawkins just dropped off shampoo and body wash to my auntie 3 meters apart who works in the corona wards. She cried, said it was dreadful there. If anyone can donate safely, please do. Beth, I'll have a look. Thanks, Nadia. We went for a really long walk yesterday, which helped. Good. Just get out and walk. We're allowed to exercise. Just stay away from everybody else and just walk, walk, walk. That's something we can still do, and it gives you that sense of freedom. Claustrophobic, just get out and walk. We are still allowed to do that. Spark of joy. I got ASDA delivery from Monday the 6th of April, so I'm in total lockdown, not even allowed out for a walk because of asthma. Oh, God. Natasha, thank God. Spark of joy that you got a delivery service. Nadia, you should get Mark to film some cooking shows and send off to ITV. I'm sure they need the content. Exactly, Stuart. Well, why would I send it to ITV? We've got our little thing going on here, haven't we? There's enough times that I've offered cooking programmes to ITV. That's why I just do them here now. Actually, if any of you missed my what was the last thing that we cooked on here? Can't remember now.
It was the kids' cookery.
Oh yeah. So last week I did biscuits and I did Mama's spaghetti, because Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays I'm doing kids' cookery at 4 o'clock. So, but I'm not making it really kiddie, so that it's really a cookery course for everybody that wants to learn how to cook. My husband and I took a bag of shopping to our older friend to save her going out, made her day and ours to see her smile. Oh, Rachel Elizabeth, biscuits, that's right, biscuits. That is so lovely. That's the thing, when you help out other people, it actually helps you feel better, doesn't it? Dog jumped up at my husband yesterday, freaking out now. Why? Why are you freaking out? It's fine, it'll be fine. Nothing will happen from the dog jumping up. Thank you, Laura Elizabeth. Laura Elizabeth says, I'm looking lovely this morning, Mark. That's because I got up this morning and I felt really craggy and old. Mark's dyed my hair, which will be in the vlog at some point. But we've only got bits and pieces done because I only had one of those root touch-ups. So I've still got big roots. And I was just feeling craggy and old. So I thought, get up, have a nice shower, put on a bit of makeup. Just try and feel normal again, because I realised that we've just been slobbing about so much, which is fine when you're out working and you come home and slob. But I think if you're in a continuous at-home thing and you don't sometimes spruce yourself up a bit. Yeah, we haven't. No, but I mean in the way that we're dressing and stuff. Like, it's important to just... I
looked dirty yesterday, someone said.
I'm really pleased that somebody said, why does Nadia's husband always look like he needs a good wash? He told it to me all outraged, and I went, yeah, they're right. Wonder how many babies will be born 9 months from now. I know, exactly. Who was that said that? B. Charlene. I got stopped yesterday by the police as I was just going shopping and then going to see my sick dad. They said I was only allowed out for 20 minutes a day, or it's a £60 fine. Really? I haven't heard 20 minutes. Is that true? Wow. How are they going to police that people have only been out for 20 minutes? I did hear that they're going to stop people. You're going to stop people driving to walk their dog. I don't know if that's true. The police are patrolling our parks. Are they, Penny? Oh, shout out for Lorraine Salt. Shout out. Yeah, they can't stop people exercising completely. The mental health situation is already tough enough. I just think, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge believer at stay at home. I believe that what they're saying that we've got to do, we've got to do it, and that it will shut it down. But I don't think you can stop people exercising. I think you could have wardens in the park making sure people aren't gathering in huge groups, because obviously that's still going to spread it. But you can't stop people working out. B&M are stopping shopper buying toys and art things for kids as it's not essential. I think our kids are suffering now enough without us stopping buying. You see, Mark and I were talking about this today. There's loads of people now out of work. So why not take on more delivery drivers for online shopping if people want work, not to be forced into work, because you can socially distance as a delivery driver, can't you? You could take your stuff, put it on your van, get to the house like people have been delivering here, deliver, stand right back, and you can keep social distancing. So I don't understand why they would stop that. People are trying to do, what are you going to do if you can't get arts and crafts and stuff like that for your kids? I don't agree with that. What do you think, guys? What do you think? God, I tried to order pizza. It was 2.5 hour wait. I'm not ordering any deliveries. 2.5 hour wait for its pizza. They have no right telling you 20 minutes or a fine. I don't think they have. I haven't. We would have heard that. That would have been all over the news. I don't think they had the right to say that to you. That's something's making me anxious that we don't know how long it's going to be. I can see it only being 3 weeks, but I'm just stressing, just want to know. I think what we have to do with that is, and I know this is so difficult. This is not an easy thing, but we've got to just stay in today. It's like, how can I make today work for me? How can I get through today and just get through each day? Because if we try and predict or, you know, we can't. I mean, we can't predict how long it's going to take. We've got to hope that it's 3 weeks. We've got to talk to everyone that we know that might still be going out and might be having parties and try and appeal to their better nature not to do that. Because the more people do this, you know, stick to what the government have asked, the sooner this will end. It's like every time I try and think about how long it will go on, I just like, oh, no, I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to stay in this minute. I'm not going to jump ahead of these minutes because otherwise... Oh, what's that? Is that something about Maddie's friend? No info on Maddie's friend yet. For anyone that doesn't know, a friend of Maddie's is missing. He's only 16. It's on my Instagram feed. If you could share that information, it would be really appreciated. His mum is, as you can imagine, friends are beside themselves. They were out yesterday looking everywhere. And the thing is, because of social distancing, it's not even like you can get great hordes of people together to look. So I'd really appreciate it if you shared it. Everyone's really worried about it. I don't know him. I've never met him. I know that he's been here for parties and stuff. I don't know his mum. But by all accounts, yeah, Maddie was telling me a lovely story about him yesterday. She said when he came to her party here, he accidentally took something of hers home, and he lives in Brighton. And the next day he took a train all the way back to give it to her. It was only a silly little toy. What a sweet boy. Isn't that just the sweetest thing? So, yeah, please help out with that. Domestic violence is rocketing. Exercise is key to sanity. Lone walks are useful. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the people that are stuck in home. Because it's like I say to Mark, I will not moan about anything because we have a garden and we will get on with each other. So I'm not going to moan. You're not going to hear me moaning at all on here, because to not have a space that you can step out into, to be with somebody that you hate or is cruel to you, is unimaginable. Come into us. Is unimaginable. So I see myself as, I mean, I'm missing my mum and dad, and I'm missing work, and I'm worried about money if it goes on forever and don't get my job back and all of that. But, we're really lucky. So you won't catch me moaning on here. That's all I can say. Praying for this young boy's safety, I know. Please just, yeah. Tracy Lindsay, hung my washing up outside. Wee spark of joy. So saw my elderly neighbour in the garden and had a wee chat. Oh, that's so nice. See, the frustrating thing for me is mum and dad are next door. Okay, literally that's them over the garden fence, but it's so cold for them to be out. Otherwise I could talk to them over the garden. I mean, we've got a gate. They can walk into the garden and we can talk to them across the way here. We can do that. But the trouble is it's freezing bloody cold. We are saving, yeah, not stuck in, saving. That's what we have to say. We are saving. This will, look, Yet today I saw that Matt Hancock has tweeted that they're a day ahead with their testing. So they are 10, I think they did 10,000 tests yesterday. So they're a day ahead of their numbers. I tweeted him back and said, well done, yeah, it's great news, but keep on going. We need millions and millions of these tests. They have bought 3.5 million prick tests to test for the antibodies. So these are all good bits of news. They are doing, I think a number of people have now been, humans, not animals, have been injected with the vaccine. So they're going to see how that goes. There's lots of there's lots of improvement with viral drugs, antiviral drugs, malaria drugs and stuff that they've been using. So I think before we get a vaccine, I think we're going to get medicines that deal with it. So there's lots going on. And don't forget, this world is obsessed with money and business. The Western world, they're obsessed with it. Do you think the leaders are going to let this go on for this long with it's costing them this amount of money and people aren't working? They're throwing everything at it. The best scientists in the world globally, they're all sharing their information. It's a race. It's a race to find out how to tackle this. So, and apparently another good bit of news is apparently it's not mutating in the way that they feared, which is great. Helen Davis, keeping sane, doing online quizzes from some wonderful people on YouTube. Set up, just giving a page for the NHS, only a couple of quid donation, but feels great all the time. Well, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. I think me and Mark have got to think of something where we could do something where we could get some donations for the NHS. Just for something really nice. We'll have to think of something, won't we? I wonder what we could do. Something where Mark has to look like a right idiot. Amelia, my road has social distancing street party. We played music from the car and danced in our front garden. Spark of joy, Amelia Stanley. I love that. I love that. Any other spark of joys? Come on, what's some good news? Has anyone seen my sister's gorgeous painting of a rainbow today? Follow her on Instagram, Miss Dina62, I think it is. She's done a beautiful painting of rainbows this morning. Do keep water also. There are people and street dogs who need it. Thankfully, I don't have to go into work at school tomorrow. I can now work from home. That's great, Marie. Hey, due a baby in June. Spark of joy. Yay! Yay! That's brilliant. Suzanne Stone. I posted something on Instagram stories yesterday. I was posting lots of like happy stuff yesterday. Good news. And I can't remember her exact age, so forgive me if I've got it wrong, if I've contradicted myself from the stories. But I think there's a UK woman who's 93, who's just got over coronavirus. It might still be up on my stories, so check it out. Yeah, brilliant. People are singing on our stress. Singing on our stress. Singing for our stress. Hi, Nadia. Could you give a shout out to my friend Orla, who loves your videos and you on Loose Women? Orla, Patrick Dineen's friend Orla. La 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 la. Loose Women will be back eventually. Susan Norton, spark of joy, one day nearer to this being over. Exactly. Another day. Well, we haven't done this day today, but we did yesterday. That was another day done. Look at Mark. What bit are you editing now?
I'm just on the papers at the moment.
He's editing the papers.
Done,
the rest of it's done?
no.
Oh, we've got to get the kids up because we've got to do the memes. We haven't filmed the memes yet. This is for the No Name Sunday show that will be up later this afternoon, guys. James Flanagan, spark of joy. Aer Lingus flight landing in Dublin this afternoon will send chills down my spine. Landing with more protective equipment. Oh, yeah, lucky to hear. Oh, yeah, there's loads of equipment, isn't there? Being flown into Ireland. And what about all the nurses coming from Australia? Sorry, it's a bit emotional. Do you keep doing this, guys, where 1 minute you laugh and 1 minute you cry? It just makes me so emotional. You're totally oblivious that I'm now crying. I've cried so much on the good stories. It's just, what is that? Isn't it strange how we cry when something amazing happens? Spark of Joys, you guys make me laugh on a daily basis. Talina, I'm so happy about that. Karen Overton, hey from Spain, lockdown day 13, feeling safe though. This isolation is keeping us safe. What a brilliant thing to say, Karen. What a brilliant thing to say. She's doing day 13 in Spain and she feels safe. And that's what I'm moving towards. Again, always parking to one side the people that we must never forget that are actually in lockdown in an unsafe way. And if you're one of those people listening to this, my heart goes out to you and I understand. Well, how can I understand? But when I'm talking about the safety that we're feeling, I'm not dismissing those people who might be actually feeling far less than safe because they might be in an unsafe situation at home. But for those of us that aren't as unlucky as that, we have to see it that all the stresses and the strains and the goings without is about keeping us safe. That is what it's about. And as we've heard so many times, you know, other people were asked to go to war, to pick up guns and to kill other people. We're just being asked to stay at home. And we are at war. I mean, we're at war. You know, our whole lives have completely changed. We've got fear, we've got stress, we've got anxiety, we've got rations. We're at war, but we just don't have to pick up a gun. So that's the way that we see it. We have to, you know, watch some old war movies maybe. Watch, you know, World War I, World War II, what people went through. And we know that we can do this because people went through so much worse. We can do this. We can do this. And we're lucky to be in a country. Yes, there's loads of failings. There's loads of things that they're not doing. There's loads of things that we're still cross and angry about and that we feel that the government aren't getting done. But think of, you know, I saw some footage yesterday of people in South Africa. Oh my God. You know, we are looked after compared to so many other countries in the world. So we can be really grateful for that. Hi Claire Elford, hi Nick M, hi B, hi Grace Kelly Foylan. Invisible bullets killing vulnerable people around the world. Exactly. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Just wanted to say thank you to you and Mark for giving me a little spark of joy. I look forward to watching it. Thank you, Louise James. That's lovely. Any news on young Owen Nads? Lynn Aoki, I am afraid not. Not yet. But what was amazing yesterday was that after I posted that Instagram post and then on Twitter, so many people reposted it. The press picked up on it. So hopefully somebody somewhere will go, oh God, I know that guy. Oh, I saw him at such and such, or I saw him this. And then that would just be so amazing. Can you imagine what kind of hell his parents are? As again, I don't know them. I don't know the parents. This is Maddie's friend. But one can only imagine what it's like on top of all this lockdown hell and everything else, your son goes missing. So if you can share it, go to my Instagram feed, and if you can share it with as many people as possible, because who knows, somebody just might know something. And I saw somebody said the other day, oh, there's no point me sharing that because I don't live in that area. But who knows, it could have been in a different area, so it's worth everybody doing it. Suzanne Stone, Spark of Joy, looking forward to the No Name Sunday show. Best 1.99 I've ever spent. Thank you, Suzanne Stone. Thank you. That, I'll tell Mark, he works so bloody hard on it. You know what he does? It would take like, that show, it would take, if we were doing it on telly, it would be about 30 people to do that show. Home ex, researchers, producers, editor, director, producer, and obviously I'd play my part in it, but he does the bulk of it. So that really is appreciated when you say that. Thank you. Please shout out for Darren Boy. Chrissy, shout out for Darren Boy. James Flanagan, my next door neighbour's daughter left Ireland 2015 and now 5 years later is returning for all the right reasons, and I feel it's bringing us together and fighting against this beast. She's coming back to nurse. Ashley J, he's got to take a day off. He's worked 7 days a week. He's literally worked 7 days a week. But he does love it. I'm going to make him take tomorrow morning off. Can't take today off, I've got too much to do. Louise Jones, thank you for asking how Mark and I are coping. We're coping just brilliantly. It's like I just said earlier, I'm never going to moan on here because I've got a garden and I've got a kind husband. So and everyone at the moment is healthy. So I'm, you know, there's nothing more than I want than that. So yeah. Disney Plus. Oh, I watched Lady and the Tramp yesterday and forgot about the virus for an hour. Couldn't believe it. Is it good? I want to watch it. I'm going to make Mark watch it because the girls won't watch it with me, and I really, really want to watch it. Welcome Lydia Kett to family guest. Welcome Linda Kett. Where's Nanny Di? She's upstairs. She took a big pile of biscuits and a cup of tea, and we haven't seen her since. She's upstairs. My sister-in-law and my cousin and nurses, Katie Johnson. Katie Johnson's sister-in-law and cousin, thank you. Darren, Boy and Ben, last night was so much fun. Thank you for that. Yeah, last night we had a lot of fun. We did our 10 o'clock live and we had a hoot. We didn't talk about coronavirus. We banned it. We didn't talk about it and we just played silly games and it was really fun. So watch out for our 10 o'clock one tonight. I love watching the Sunday show on my TV. Oh, do you watch it on your TV, Selena? Oh, just like a real TV programme. Because Mark, when he shoots the food, it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Because he uses a TV camera for that. Because everything we use on the main channel, we show on the main channel, we do on our phones. Because we produce so much stuff on the main channel, it'd be really hard to do it on a big camera. So just because the amount of stuff we put it out, we film it all on our phones. Belle Early, welcome as a family guest. Millie, I'm so sorry to hear that. Father-in-law at Campoli is now in hospital. That's the thing. I know a lot of people worry about that. It's like I keep phoning my mum and saying, my mum wears these really long nighties all the time in her house. I'm like, Mum, do not bloody wear those bloody things and trip over because you don't want to be going to the bloody hospital. But, you know, if he's not COVID, it's going to be very safe. They're not going to mix the two together. So tell him they will be looking after that. I think. Thank you so much, Jamie. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll tell Mark that. Clocks went forward. One less hour in isolation. Yay, Penny Shrimpton. I love your fighting blitz spirit. 1 hour less in isolation. It was like my sister Dina yesterday. She was going, if only they could go forward 3 months. Wouldn't that be brilliant? Julie Connell, just a little hope. A Danish researcher found a way to test without the chemicals we are running out of. Spain are already using it, so now they can test again after running out of supplies. That is good news. That is good news. Maria Williams was so shocked after seeing the nurse hooked up to a drip treating her coronavirus. She was tending to patients. I know. That's why we need to get... I think we should do that clap for them again on Thursday, don't you? Because... out of that. Welcome Charlene Hayden Fox as a family guest. Welcome Makeup Emma 81 Web. Welcome. The Sunday show will be going up later this afternoon. And don't worry if you've just joined as a family guest, everything that's gone before is uploaded. So you've got 12 weeks of No Name Sunday shows and 12 weeks of lives that you can watch. What was I saying before then? Can't remember what I was saying. I know, I wish it could be an April Fool too. Yeah, like I was talking about that clap for our NHS. And I, as I said, wasn't just thinking of the NHS, I was thinking of teachers, I was thinking of delivery drivers, I was thinking of supermarket workers, I was thinking of carers. I mean, carers that are going into homes. Oh my God. I was reading the paper today. This carer got spat at by a neighbour of somebody she was visiting, a cancer patient, and he called her a virus spreader. But anyway, let's not talk about the bad people. Let's talk about the good people. Yeah, so I know that clapping for them doesn't get them the equipment and doesn't make them feel safe. But I've seen so many carers and National Health Service workers say that it meant the world, that clapping. It meant the absolute world, and they were crying their eyes out. In fact, I don't know if you saw the film that Mark made, all the photos of London, just empty. And Maddie wrote a beautiful song to go with it. And we posted it up on our Facebook as well. And a nurse had put underneath it. She'd put, oh, thank you, Maddie. You made a whole team of nurses cry. That, and I thought, I've got to get. I only cry at the good stuff. I don't cry at the bad stuff. Jake Young, welcome as a family guest. Welcome. B, can Mark give a shout out to my mum Annette? Mark, can you shout to B's mum Annette?
B's mum, Annette, you rock.
You rock. Tell her she's a goddess.
You're a god. Not only a goddess, you're just a suave, beautiful thing. And you need to come down here and you need to have an apple.
He's offering you an apple, Annette. Guys, I can see there's lots of new people coming there. Can you subscribe and hit the notification bell? Because just about the funniest thing ever is going to happen when we hit 100,000 subscribers. Because Mark is going to be hooked up to a labour pain simulator machine, and he's going to go through 8 hours of labour. Welcome, Rachel Elizabeth, family guest. I can see lots of people are joining the members area, family guest area. Just want to say, all the No Name Sunday shows are still on there from the past 11, 12 weeks. So you can watch the whole lot. They're all an hour long each. So I don't want you to think that you just see this week's. They're all uploaded. Hey, Natalie, I want to join. It's if you, under any of the films, there's a join button. It's £1.99 a month. And everybody that joins everybody says it's absolutely the best money that they've ever spent. Don't you guys? Because it's cheaper than a magazine. But don't worry, everything still stays the same on the main channel. So if you don't want to join, everything is still free on the main channel. It's just we can't create this amount of stuff without earning something from it. So yeah, and it's just a small group of us on there, and we don't steal anything from the main channel. Everything in the main channel stays exactly the same. Anything on the members channel is just new stuff. How's the wind this morning, Nadia? Much better, thank you, Barney Clark. I couldn't believe that. That was such an accident in the live yesterday. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Lynn Aoki. Lynn Aoki says this is quite possibly the best channel on YouTube, Mark. Thank you. Welcome, Belle Early, to the family guest. Love you all too, Amanda Wright. Welcome, Paul Jones, the family guest. Here he comes. Oh, somebody's making my biscuits. So guys, don't forget here on the main channel, because I really wanted to think of a way that I could help parents stuck at home with the kids. So I'm doing a cookery lesson every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 4 o'clock. So bring the kids, but I'm not doing it, hello kiddies, I'm not doing it like playgroup, so that if adults want to learn the recipes as well, it won't be too irritating for you. And they're nicely done. They're done in about, 10, 12 minutes, so it doesn't go on. It proper learn how to make a recipe. Last week we did mama's spaghetti and really easy biscuits, really easy. Like if you fancy some biscuits now, all you need is flour, butter, sugar, and you'll make them. Oh, did you like the podcast? Christina King. Oh, thank you. We were quite proud of that podcast. We put one up on Friday, girls, on our whole experience of homeschooling. Because, of course, we've been doing it for 4.5 years. But for so many of you, it's the very first time that you've ever had your kids home all day. Apart from the holidays, of course. So, yeah, check it out. And also, I've put a story up on our Instagram account asking people to ask us any questions they would like answered about homeschooling, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a live, because we know people are really struggling with that. So we really want to help you out, because we've got that experience, and there's not a lot of people that have got that experience and can share it. We can share the highs and the lows.
Not being weird, I'm just photographing it.
Breast pump. What's that? Breast pump at 200,000 for Mark. Tilly Sanders, that's so funny. Let's get him on the breast pump. Welcome, Nessie Diamond, to family guest. Mark, they're saying you should have the breast pump when we hit 200,000 members. Subscribers.
No.
Maria Williams, could Maddie do a short bit of live songs at some point? Yes. Oh my God, this is exciting. She's going to be Maddie was supposed to be doing a lot of gigs, and she's really depressed that they were all cancelled. She's really down, and she's being so good. So we've said to her to try and cheer her up. Welcome, Samantha Smith, to family guest. Welcome. So we've tried to cheer her up by saying, why don't we do some sort of a live? Now, we're going to find out what platform to do it. And she's going to sing all her beautiful songs just with a guitar. So we're really, really excited about that. Oscar winners for YouTubers coming soon. Yes, please, Linda. Because there's no movies, is there? Ian Nixon, isn't isolation showing how good homeschooling works? It is.
Going up later.
Oh, there's a review going up later. Nanny Di and Mark did one. Yeah. You should do a video with the family about your top 10 films of all time in the same format as your best films of the year. Yeah, we should.
We did one about box sets and films to watch.
Yeah, we filmed a really nice long one. It's on the main channel here about box sets and films that we could recommend. But we're going to keep doing that over time because, of course, we couldn't get them all in one film. So we will, yeah, we'll just keep updating that over this period of time. Can you and Mark give Megan a shout out? She's a care worker in a home. She's working 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. I worry about her all the time. Megan, you are a blooming star, Megan. You are an absolute hero, and that we're not throwing about those words easily here. You genuinely are, because we are at war, and you are the generals and the foot soldiers and all of those things. So yeah.
Do you not think in the next honours list a whole heap of everyday heroes need to be recognised?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they will. Thank you. Who is that? Petra Yas, thank you so much. I love Maddie's voice. Can I donate money to her for her doing a show for us? Ah, Suzanne Stone, that's so sweet. You don't have to donate any money. It will be a freebie. Ask Mark if he watched the platform. I really want his opinion on it. Did you watch the platform? That's from Millie Parfitt.
So who suggested that?
Millie Parfitt.
Millie Parfitt, I've seen your recommendation, I'm going to.
What's that one?
Well, we should check it out together.
Check it out, okay. Janine Morris, am I a family guest? Been a member for a while? Yes, you are, Janine Morris. Maddie, you wouldn't believe how many people here are asking if you could do a live with your singing, because they love your voice so much. We're trying to work on it, aren't we?
Yeah.
Say good morning. Here she is, my beautiful girl. So proud of her.
Oh, Maddie.
God, those were the days when you could wake up looking that beautiful.
Sauerkraut to get fit.
Maddie, look, come and see all these people saying how much they love your voice. It's so hard on the teens. It's so hard on them in a different way. They've just had the bloody... Any news on your friend? Oh, God. Spark of Joy, we have an amazing new TV programme with people saying thank you to the everyday heroes and all of us singing together from home. Oh, where's that? What country are you in, Julie? Oh, is that... Were you Danish? Did you...
doing that with Mike.
What?
Well, we're all singing a song and then it's all going to be put together for the NHS.
Are you?
Oh.
Is it? When's it going to be out?
I'm not too sure.
Oh, Maddie just said she's part of a song where she's lots of different people are contributing. I better go now because all my family are coming down looking for breakfast. I can see them sniffing. All right, guys, stay. Welcome to Family Guest, Rachel Ticker. Family Guests, don't forget, No Name Sunday show will be up this afternoon. And all the new people that have joined, don't forget everything that we have done so far since we started the members area has been uploaded. And we'll be doing our usual live at 10 o'clock tonight on the main channel for everyone to just have a bit of a laugh. We might do a bit of a quiz. Maybe we'll do a bit of sing-along. Something we're going to do that is fun. We're not going to talk about coronavirus. We're going to talk about something else.
Singing.
Well, maybe we'll do the pub singing again. That was funny. Could you example to me, if we end the members, could we still watch you on YouTube?
Just eating my baby bell wax.
Yes, of course, Charlene. Absolutely. The members is completely separate. So if you stop being a member, everything else on the main channel is just exactly as the way it always has been. Anyway, guys, please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you don't miss any of the content that we're putting up. Lovely chatting to you. You make me feel better. I make you feel better. It's great. It's teamwork. Bye, guys.